Djibouti has one of the most extreme climates in the earth, and they have a culture which is basically nomad. When we had this proposal from SOS the children to build these houses for the children, and this village is for orphan children or children in need that they are under the umbrella of SOS. So we looked in references in other parts of the world, and we decided to build a kind of a Medina, Arabic, Islamic Medina, but with the characteristic of being for children. We will leave the cars outside the Medina, and the streets of the Medina, they will actually become the playgrounds of the children. The idea was keep the door open, keep the privacy of your house, but open the door and let the children play in a safe and nice environment. We also wanted to include as much as vegetation as possible. Djibouti is extremely arid, but with our visits there, we realized that if people take care and they water the trees, and they grow. We left areas for these plants and trees to grow, and actually in the future they will provide nice shades, and they will cool down the spaces. Also, another eco characteristic of the architecture was we tried to look well all the cross ventilation and try to allow the winds to flow through all the different spaces, as well as adding a photovoltaic system to provide energy. So in these streets of the Medina, suddenly they open and they create like kind of squares. Children are invited to play. In terms of ventilation, to improve the ventilation in the most critical parts, we introduced these chimneys, what we call cold air chimneys. This was kind of experimental, and actually works quite well. These people have been nomad, but now living in the desert. The relationship with the open space is very important, and there are a lot of activities that they do on the open spaces. So every house, it had associated 2 open spaces, and also considering the cost of the open space being minimal compared to the enclosed space, but as long as it's private, becomes part of the house. So the design of the houses, they're quite special, and they try to adapt to the needs of the people who are going to live on them. Build this in Djibouti has not been easy. So this is the result of a teamwork with the contractor, with the different consultants, different architects working in our office, and everybody, and SOS of course, and everybody has put all of what they had to make this a reality. Of course, it makes you feel happy when you hear that from the people in Djibouti that are related to the project. They tell us that this project has become a place to visit